Hi guys, I've called this video The Truth About Chords because the truth about chords is easy once you remember one or two things. I mean, we'll watch other guitarists and they're flying up and down the net playing all these chords and you're thinking, well, how the blazes did they do that? Well, the main thing is orientating the chord and knowing where you are, and part of that is knowing the guitar. Now that's a long ongoing thing. It's taken me all these years, see my big grey beard, to try and figure out every note in the guitar. But it really is the key to everything, not just the guitar, any instrument. I mean, you're not really a musician who's a great player until you know the instrument you're playing, and that means basically knowing where all the notes are. And that just comes with practice and with playing the guitar. And it's not that hard. So that's the truth of it. It's not that hard. And if you watch me, I'll show you how to do it. But the other truth is orientate, knowing where you are at all times. I mean, that wee introduction I did, I played C major 7th. First finger's on a C, okay, so that's how I got there straight away. Then I played D flat diminished, second finger's on a D flat. I played a D minor 7th, first finger's on a D. Then I played a G13, first finger on a G. Then that chord ended up, by the way, was a C leading. In the leading mode, the 4th is sharp, and that's all I did, I threw in an F sharp there. Works sometimes it doesn't. So that's what the key is, knowing where you are, knowing where the chord is and how to get on that chord really quickly. And the secret of doing that is, let's just work on two strings, the E string and the A string. And that's knowing the notes. And we're going to take it up to the 6th fret. I'll tell you why 6th fret in a minute. And literally what we're going to do is, we're going to learn these notes so we can form the chords on them and get on the chord straight away. So let's just go with the A string. You know this, but just bear with me as I go over it again. So that's A. First fret is A sharp or B flat. But wouldn't normally say A sharp, would say B flat. Then B, C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat. Okay, so that's just up to the 6th string. And then on the E string, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat. You'd very rarely say A sharp unless we're playing in the key of A, which is get 3 sharp, but B flat. And the reason that's the main reason why we're going down to the 6th fret, because B flat's one of the most common keys when you're playing with other musicians. They don't like playing in our sharp keys. They don't understand. The chord we go to really easy is E, right? E's got 4 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp and D sharp. It's no bother to us. But other musicians like clarinet players and sax players, they're not keen because that means they've got to play all these accidentals. It's a lot easier for them to play in 3 flats, E flat. So that's what I want to go over this. These are the keys if you're sitting with other musicians, or even if Sunday you're in a band and you're playing, you know, the music that I love playing for the 40s and 50s, and they put a sheet in front of you, it'll nearly always be in these keys. So that's how we're doing it. And the whole point of this is orientating yourself on these chords really quickly. And again, the truth is, it's not that hard. Here's one of the things I do. Instead, say for example, let's just take an A minor chord, okay? What I do, instead of using the 1st, 2nd and 3rd fingers, I use the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Still the same chord, okay? So again, moving up 1 fret at a time. as we did earlier on, we can actually move up the chord really quickly. So that's A, up one, A sharp or B flat. See how my first finger's on that A sharp or B flat? Up another one. First finger's on a B, B minor, C minor, first finger's on a C, C sharp or D flat minor, first finger's on a C sharp or a D flat, D minor, self-explanatory. Then the next one, which is important, D sharp or E flat. You near enough always call it E flat minor. Now I can go on that really quickly because I've learned these notes. So if somebody said to me, right, play me a D flat minor, first finger on a D flat, and then the chord. It's as simple as that. Your first finger is basically a capo, but you're not, in this particular shape, you're not covering everything. You're just covering that first string, and you're orientating yourself to the chord by putting your first finger on that, the name of that note. Say for example, quick Andy, play a C minor, first finger on the C, chord follows. Now that's a minor. Same thing goes, say we're playing A major 7th, there's a basic A major 7th shape. Swap my fingers instead of 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 and 4, there's a chord. So B flat major 7th, first finger on a B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, major 7th. So again, somebody said to me in a hurry, Andy, quick play an E flat major 7th, first finger on an E flat, chord follows. It's as simple as that. Rather than trying to learn all the chords and where they go, just find the root of the chord. Same thing with the E string. So I'm only going to do a couple of chords here, right? Everybody can play, say for example, an E minor, okay? The same thing again, I'll use the, instead of using the first and second, or the second and third like some guys, I'll use the third and the fourth. We'll go up a semitone at times, so that's E, first fret F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A minor, then up one more, it's A sharp minor, but would very rarely say that, B flat minor. Again, that's why we're coming up to that 6th position, because these are common chords. And of course, if that's minor, what's the same with the major? Instead of playing an E shape like that, you use these three fingers, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or more pointedly, B flat. Now you're going to be playing in that key a lot. And it works with near enough all the first position chords. A major shape, B flat, B. You really need that for your E flat major chord. So you would use that there. So again, there's just first position chords that are transposed up and down the guitar, and you're using your first finger as a capo, but your first finger is the key. You can get on these notes really quickly. Same again, right? D flat minor, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, or D flat minor. Oh, there it's there. But after a while, learning to know where these notes are, you can go on them straight away. So that's basically all we're doing, learning the names of all the notes up to the 6th fret, just in the E and the A string. Now, as you know, basically the interval between notes is a tone, right? Except for between E and F, that's a semitone, and between B and C, that's it. So we'll talk more about musical theory. I should say the musical theory that you need to know as a guitarist. We'll not begin into huge depths, because a lot of the things you don't really need to know until you get way into really complicated stuff. But there's a lot of essential stuff you really need to know. So let's just come back to that again. Again, just A string to the 6th fret and the E string to the 6th fret. Just one last wee thing while we're on it, guys. These dots are there to help, right? So obviously we've got the dots there in 3rd position, 5th position, and 7th. So that's G, A and B, which is really cool because it means the next one up for B is C. So every time you're sitting the guitar or you pick up a strange guitar, you can go on the C straight away, 8th position. Used to be in the old days wooden upright pianos. The lock to the piano lid was always where middle C was, so you could go on middle C really quickly. When you pick up a guitar, you look straight away, 5th, 7th, 8th. That's me on C straight away. And why that's important is you can orientate yourself really quickly from there. So if that's C, the next one up is C sharp or D flat. So if somebody says to you in a hurry, play me an E flat, I mean, you're going the note E flat. I mean, you're going to be really silly if you don't know what that note E flat is. So there it's there. So it's C, C sharp, D, D sharp or E flat. That's why it's important to orientate yourself in the guitar. It makes things a lot easier. Later on, we'll go into the roots of chords and chord development, chord patterns, the most common chord patterns you're going to come across, and the scales that you could use against them. But just concentrate on this just now, guys. And remember, the truth is, it's not hard. Remember the first time you tried to play that F, it was impossible. Even a part bar, and then later on you managed the whole thing. So it just shows you can do it. And if you've learned that, basically you've learned all these chords. Show you a lot more complicated chord developments based in that, but that really is the basis of it. Knowing the A string to the 6th fret and the E string to the 6th fret, and build all your chords on that. Simple as that. So I hope you watch some more of the lessons, guys. We will develop a lot more things and talk about the guitar. But remember, the most important thing, whatever style of guitar you play, is knowing the guitar. And I'll take you through that bit by bit. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later.